Hi and welcome back to another card making video. Today I'm super excited to showcase Yana's Blooms. This is a new collection for Spellbinders designed by my super talented friend Yana Smakula. I am going to go through all the products that are in the collection. I'm sure you will love it. If you know Yana's style, you will know already that these are going to be very elegant and classy. I do have them in little bags because these are samples. However, you will get them in beautiful packaging just like always by Spellbinders. And let's start with the first product. These are the Magnolia Blooms. It's a beautiful die of a flower composition with lots of detail, and you do get the outline as well. Great focal point, all you do is to die cut one of those, stick it on top of your card and you are good to go. If you love this design and you also love hot foiling, you can find it as a plate. So this is the Glimmer Magnolia Blooms. Here it is in comparison with the die. You will see that it is the exact same design, however the die is slightly bigger. Again in this set you will also get the outline. For most of the products today you will see examples, so you will see all the products in action. Since I know that unboxing videos are super fun, but it's even better if you see them on top of an actual card. Now this is the Magnolia Bouquet hot foil plates. These are the exact same flowers and leaves that were found in the previous products that you saw, however they are separately, so you can put together your very own bouquet. You do get the hot foil plates for the leaves and the flowers, as well as the dies to cut them out. This is the Foliage hot foil glimmer plate. This is where you get this lovely shape in a hot foil plate. However, you do get two dies so that you can cut out an actual frame, and you will get lots and lots of leaves so that in different shapes, so that you can embellish your cards. This is one of those sets that can be used throughout the year. Super versatile, leaves and flowers are always perfect for any type of card. Now there is a design that is really unique here. These two abstract lines are going to give a lovely marble-like effect on top of your card. And of course you do get the dies to cut out the leaves as well. This is the diagonal stripes hot foil plate, one of those plates that I can use again and again for backgrounds. It's going to give a really elegant look, and I'm going to use it on two of the three cards that I'm sharing today. And finally, let's take a look at a couple of products that will give you sentiments to play with. This is the Splatter Sentiments hot foil plate. You do get that big rectangle flame that you can hot foil. You do get lots of sentiments like thanks and birthday, and as well as smaller ones that you can put together. Plus you do get those splatters. These are great for backgrounds. Hopefully you can see the design, really random, that is going to add some shine on your backgrounds. And here's a set of dies. These are the layered sentiments, and you do get a very skinny word as well as the outline. Again, you will find here the words like thanks, birthday, happy, and the fun part is that this outline fits perfectly with the foil on the previous set. So you can combine those two sets for endless possibilities. So now let's put all these products into action and let's put together three cards. For my first one, I'm going to play with my hot glimmer machine, and I'm starting by foiling the beautiful Magnolia Bloom as well as a few of the sentiments. I'm using a white cardstock here, and I'm working with gold foil. The white cardstock that I'm working with is Nina Solar White, 80 pounds. I don't find that I need an extra seam when I'm using this sandwich. I just use the two plates provided by the machine, and I always get great results. But if you find that with your machine you get underfoiling, maybe you need to add an extra seam. I'm also going to use the foiling plate with the diagonals. I absolutely love this one, and I know I'm going to use it a lot in the future. I'm just going to foil that with gold foil again on top of a pink panel. And look how stunning this background is, so elegant. Now for my Magnolia flowers, I'm just going to add a touch of color at the base of each petal, a really quick coloring here. Don't worry if you go over the lines, it's not going to show. I'm just using a very pale pink that matches the color of my pink cardstock, and I'm going to repeat the same process for all the little petals. I did use the matching die to cut out the blooms, as well as cutting out the sentiments into thin strips. I always go ahead and foil more sentiments that I actually need, so I have a bunch of them always on hand for future cards. Now I'm putting my card together. My card base is a standard A2 card size, that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I did trim that pink panel to be slightly smaller since I always like to have that border on my cards. Then I placed the bloom on top of that by using foam tape so that I have some dimension, and then I will stick on top the word thanks that I die cut from white cardstock and complete my sentiment to read thanks for your support. If you like, you can finish off your design by adding some pearls. I'm using some white ones here. And here are some close-up photos on the first card for today. Now, of course, remember that if you don't have a Glimmer hot foil machine, you can get a similar look, but using the dies from this collection. And that's what I'm going to do for the second card. So here I'm using the Magnolia Blooms die, and I'm going to cut it out by using this iridescent cardstock, and you can see all the detail. This is a very intricate design, however I had no problem running it through my die cutting machine. I did have to do it twice, but if you find you do have some problems, always use a metal shim. I'm using this blue cardstock and I'm going to cut out the outline as well. This is a navy blue panel that is slightly smaller than the standard card, about 1/4 of an inch from each side, and I'm just inking up the edges to make them look darker. You can go with a dark blue ink for that, or for an even more dramatic look, you can go with black like I'm doing here. So I'm going for a blue monochromatic card, and I'm going to stick my cutout on top of the outline. There are so many techniques that you can do with this type of dies when it is so intricate. You can turn it into a window with a shaker element inside. You can do that glass stain technique. You can do inlay die cutting. So many ways to play with it. So here I did use the sentiment die set and I cut out the word birthday. I did cut out the word from the same iridescent cardstock that I cut out the blooms from. And I finished it off again by adding some white pearls. So here are the first two cards next to each other, same design, however I'm using a different color scheme. One card is foiled, the other one is made only with die cuts. And I'm going to put together one more card since I couldn't stop playing with all those goodies. I have this dark green panel that I inked up the edges with black soot just like I did in the previous card. And here is a white panel which I foiled with a diagonal foiling plate. I will put those together. I do have foam tape at the back for extra dimension. And now let's put together the sentiment. I did cut out the outline birthday by using a white cardstock and the word birthday by using gold cardstock. It's so skinny and elegant. Absolutely love them. I align one inside the other. I do use glue at the back so that I can easily slide them together until I'm happy with the placement. And then I'm going to take my time and add tiny little strips of foam tape at the back so that I can pop it on top of my card. And I will end up having dimension on the sentiment. This is going to give me the opportunity to tuck behind flowers and leaves. And these are all foiled with gold foil again, and I used the Foliage Glimmer set for creating all of them. In that set you will find lots of leaves. I did use only 3 of them, which I gold foiled on that dark green cardstock. They are not going to compete with the background, however they do have that golden shine on top of them. Plus I do add them with a foam tape at the back, so they do add dimension. And then you will also find some tiny little blooms which I did gold foil on white cardstock this time. And as if that golden foil wasn't enough, I do have to add some extra gold shine by using some gems. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to click the like button. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope that you had fun, that you got inspired. Links to everything can be found down below. And until next time, stay safe.